I'm standing in front of St. Michael's Cathedral still. Now, the cathedral is covered with Catholic symbolism. One of the first ones you run into is you enter the cathedral. And you see right here over these doors, and then a pair of them on the doors to the south of me. It's getting a little bit closer here, and you can see them. Okay, there they are. So you have an angel here, and over here you have a lion with wings. Okay, what's that about? Well, that has to do with the four evangelists, and those symbols are paired off with the other two on the other side, which would be an eagle and an ox. Now, what does that have? Why are those the symbols of the evangelists? Well, it has to do a bit with angelology and the cherubim, who were said to have four faces: an ox, an eagle, a man, and a lion. Now, these symbols it was thought that the cherubim, who both protect us from the glory of God, but also reveal it in a way that we can comprehend, were also to be found in, that trait was to be found in the evangelists, who simultaneously reveal to us in a way we can comprehend the glory of God. So, which one is which? Well, that has to do with what we in the English trade used to call synecdochal displacements. It has to do with how each gospel begins. Now, if we take, for example, Matthew, his symbol is a boy or a man. Why is that? Well, that's because Matthew's gospel begins with the genealogy of Joseph. It's a long list of names. So-and-so begot so-and-so, who begot so-and-so, who begot so-and-so, begot so-and-so. Father, son, father, son. Father, son, man, angel, Matthew. Beside Matthew over there was the lion. That has to do with St. Mark. St. Mark's gospel begins with with John the Baptist, the voice crying out in the wilderness. And we say crying, but the early translation, it could also be translated as roaring. So who roars in the wilderness? Lions roar in the wilderness. John the Baptist, Mark, lion. Over on the other side, you have the bull. That's Luke. Luke's gospel begins with Zechariah, the father of John the Baptist, going into the temple to offer sacrifice. What animal would he be sacrificing? A bull. A bull, Luke. Finally, the last one is the eagle, and the eagle is St. John's. It's a bit of a stretch here because John's gospel starts off much differently than anyone else's. He basically is restarting the entire Bible with his words. In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and so on. So the eagle in medieval beliefs was believed to be the only animal that could look into the sun without going blind. And that's what John's gospel is contemplation on the glory of God. So eagle, John. Now they put these symbols on the doors, and the symbolism is simply saying that the Gospels are the doorway to Christ.